Check it out. What's up, everybody? Saturday night. Oh my gosh, man, what a day. What a nice day, honestly. I hope you're all doing well. I was running a touch late tonight, I'm sorry. The song of the week, it started off as it's a simple idea, you know. This most simplest of ideas, and then it turned into, what am I doing? What am I writing? What is going on here about? So that was why I'm a little late. Not too bad, not too bad. What's up, HDS brother? Good to see you. Veiled in the house. Good to see Veil, because we're going to play your song tonight. We didn't see you last night, or Thursday night, so we didn't play it, but we got you, buddy. And thank you, man. Stardust in the house. Let's see. HDS says, hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Yes, we slept in good today, man. Like the ultimate natural wake up, or at least I did. Well, yo. Doroteo in the house. How you doing, Doroteo? Great to see you. Aaron Man, there you go, bro. Dorothea said Crimson Glory is coming to a city in September. Yeah, that's in Texas. Yeah, they're playing a bunch of shows in Texas, from what I understand. So that's awesome. It's a great show. The current singer, Travis, is amazing. He's a super cool guy, too. I talk to him frequently on Facebook, man. He's a really, really nice guy and an amazing voice, too. And he does midnight justice, for sure. Southwest knows time for some good old shredding. Absolutely, brother. Oliver Makunda in the house. He says, love listening to your great stuff. Keep on rocking, my friend. I will enjoy your music today. Absolutely, Oliver. We got plenty of stuff planned for today, I think. Or we'll find stuff to do. I don't have anything planned, but we'll find stuff. We'll find something. Veiled in the house. He says, cheers, Rick. Yeah, I missed last stream. Key for the shred session. Absolutely, brother. We got you. Stephen Vig in the house. How you doing, brother? He says, shred. You know how we do. It's such a messed up. I'm drinking a 2-year-old Mountain Dew. This is like the last Mountain Dew that it was like unearthed in the fridge. I was so busy with this song and forgetting everything. I forgot to put a new Mountain Dew in, but this is 2023 Halloween Mountain Dew edition. Who knows what's going to happen to me? We're going to see what's going to happen. Hopefully I'll be okay. It still tastes good though. Chris Arsenal, how you doing, bro? Great to see you. Steve says Rick ain't checked in for a bit, playing instead of YouTube. No doubt, brother. That is what's up, man. Yeah, social media gets you, man. You got to watch out, man. You know, practice and playing is very important, and all this social media will get you, man. It'll just distract you from everything else. So, no worries, Steve. It's always great to see you, nonetheless. HDS, he said he's about the Spark Control wireless switch for his Spark 2. And really digging this whole thing. Yeah, those things are nice, man. Maybe in a little bit. I meant to try it on Thursday, but I'll pull up my Bias app and we'll mess with it or something. See what it sounds like. I haven't messed with it in a long time. Evan Kelly, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Let's find a song. Yeah, we gotta find some tunes. All right, well, yeah. There's 3 songs we have to play tonight, from what I remember. Vivaldi is one of them. That is for sure. I think it was Requiem for the Lost was another. Throne of Obsidian is another. Probably going to try Voltage one more time. And those are the 4 definites tonight. Those are the 4 definites. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Let me think of something we could play. What was that one? New 06? Let's see. I gotta look for this stuff, man. There was a jam on here. Here it is. Let's see what this is. All right. This is semi-fast. Let's try it out. a little more I was begging for. I was looking for something slower than that, but hey, no problem. We got it. It was cool. It was fine. It was fine. Let's see. Evan says, just stay away from the moon, Rick. I know. Nashi Cat, what's up, buddy? Evan's achy, breaky heart. It's funny you mentioned that one, dude. I have this country, like kind of country blues song, and I was gonna convert it from my Pro Tools into my Studio One app, and I just didn't have time. So I'm gonna try next week. It's not gonna have singing. I'm gonna play guitar on it, but it's a very country blues. 'Cause everyone's always wanting some blues jams. Anyway, HDS says we ended with Calling for Vengeance, so we can skip that then. All right, brother, no worries. That's a good pick, though, man. But yeah, I think Vivaldi lost to it, so we're gonna play the Vivaldi tonight. Southwest, what's in that? What's up, buddy? He says Mountain Dew's energy drinks amp kickstart voltages. Is there you go, 2 drinks? No, I don't get into the amp and kickstart stuff. No, just a regular Mountain Dew's fine for me. It's got enough sugar to get me boosted, so that's all we need. Evan, there you go. Nashi Cat, thank buddy. Derail's in the house. Happy Saturday, Derail. Good to see you, and thank you so much. Evan says, I guess in the future it's Sunday. Yeah, true. You are in the future, Evan. You're always in the future. Call you Future Man, Future Evan. Thank you, Derail. Yeah, this one's back in action. This is the old purple guitar, fully restrung and cleaned mostly. But yeah, this one's my favorite of all. Thank you, Nachi Cat. Stephen Wig, there you go, brother. DJ Darrell said, you like the Vapor. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. I got this the other day. This is the Raz Gusher series or whatever. Sour Gushers or something. It's like, this one's called, what is this called? Blue? I can't remember this. Blue Raz Gush. So it's a blue raspberry, which is one of my favorites. Always good, always good. Evan says, poor man's fog machine. I know, pretty much. That's true. Vale says, listen to Rick Shred while playing Elden Ring is feeling awesome. There you go, brother. There's Juji. What's up, Juji? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing good. So who was it? Me, Juji, Nashi Ket. We were all watching Donald James live the other day. They're talking about AI. It's like, you know what? I was telling Juji about some AI programs. Like, let me go find one. And I was trying to write Donald Tsunami of Blood, an instrumental for him. We're hoping to check that out soon. It came out pretty good. Let's see. AI is fun to mess with, man. Let's see what we got here. What haven't we played in a while? I haven't played this one on screen in a minute. I guess we're mostly warmed up. Let me make sure this is all right. I guess we're warmed up, so I'm just gonna have to go for this one. All right, this one's too fast anyway, but who cares? Let's go. short one there for sure. I thought it was longer. Anyway, no worries. We're just messing around tonight. We got really nothing going on except for these 4 songs and the song of the week. That's all we got going on. All right, let's see. What else we got going on here? All right, Evan said he's listening while doing some housework. Now that's what's up, man. That gets you going. Let's see. Donald James in the house. He'd be popping it out, but he'd be rocking along. Listen, there you go, Donald. Evan says, Sally, cigarette smoke at gigs used to give me cool venue vibes still. Yeah. Not anymore, man. I don't want to be near cigarettes. I mean, the vape is worse enough, but yeah, cigarettes are, they smell. For me, because I quit smoking, they smell terrible to me. They honestly do. But hey, people got smoke sometime, you know. Nachi Kid, thank you, buddy. HDS said he got told on TikTok today that I didn't earn the name Half Deaf Shredder, and I need to change it or I'll get in trouble. Really? TikTok itself? Or is that a weirdo comment? I never listen to those people, man. Nachi Kid said, hey to everyone, by the way. Oh, there you go. Jujinos, keep on rocking in the free world. Absolutely. That's how we do. Nashi Kid, thank you. Marvin Osi from Germany, Willkommen, mein Herren. Danke schön for the super chat. Thank you, my friend. Very, very nice of you, brother. Devin says, dish is done and wipe down ceilings. Fans good. There you go, man. All clean, all clean. Vad Kiev. Are you friend from Ukraine? Great to see you too, buddy. Good to see everyone tonight. It's a nice night. We're just gonna do whatever. We'll slow it down. We'll do a real slow one after that one. Let's see. Hopefully I remember the key of this. I think it's... I don't know. Did I play this one this week? I cannot remember. We'll play it anyway. So it happens when you close your eyes, you start really going off there, man, doing weird stuff. But yeah, that's a fun one to play. It's simple, just a simple progression. You can't go wrong with the simple progression in this world. All right, what else we cooking tonight? Let's see. Evan says, nah, she kept the air conductor rocking out with his chopsticks. There you go, man. Rock out with your chopsticks out. HGS says some douche on TikTok comment said he suck and all that. It's a great name. They're jealous because it's memorable and catchy. Absolutely, buddy. People on TikTok, you know, it's I don't know. There is levels of trollology. I don't know what you want to call it. Like YouTube's pretty tame compared to everything else. People say Instagram is pretty bad. It can be. It's not as bad as TikTok. TikTok is the worst. TikTok is probably the trolls on TikTok are like the ultimate dregs of society, man. Like the ultimate. I mean, trust me, I used to live stream on TikTok like a ton, and the amount of stuff that we saw was like unbelievable. The trolls, that is. It's unbelievable. But you know how it rolls, man. You know how to roll, brother. You know, never let it roll off you and just move on, man. It's no big deal. They're stupid. But yeah, he says he's good enough guitar player to have it. You true to that, man. Ain't no one else got it. That's yours, man. You should trademark it, copyright it, however you do it. But yeah, you got a name? That's your name, brother. 'Tis all good to me. Nasha Kid, thank you, brother. Juji says Saturday shreds rock. Oh yeah. Thank you, Chris. He said then he deleted the asinine comment. Then I was, yeah, why not, man? Block and delete. Chris Lake, he says enter the chat like Kramer. There you go, man. Evan says, man, I love my robotic vacuum. It's awesome. There you go, man. Let's see. Marvin says, I know no request, but I have to ask, can you play Symphony 40 again? Last time it made me cry. I would love to play it for you, Marvin. That is not a problem. HDS knows original requests are super cool, but no worries. Yeah, like I said, you know, but I would definitely play. I will play that next, to be honest. Evan says, Rick, your playing is like me in the song to Neo to blues to rock to straight improv. Oh yeah, man. I'll throw it all up in there, man. Let's Gratitude in the house. How you doing, Gratitude? Good to see you tonight. Here you go, Val. Ricky Ticky Shreddy. Was it Ricky Ticky Tumbo? No Sarumbo. Or was it Ricky Ticky Tabby? I cannot remember. I remember that when I was a kid, man. I used to have that book when I was a kid. Ricky Ticky Tabby or something. I don't remember what it was about. Val in the house. How you doing good, brother? All right, well, we got our first request of the night. We're gonna do Symphony 40. How about that? Let's see. All right, let's find the Symphony 40. I gotta stretch this guitar a little bit. I was supposed to be stretching these strings out like all yesterday. I was busy, and then it was raining, and I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. When it rains around here and it thunder, lightning, I don't like to have my stuff on, you know, my computers and stuff on. Even though it's all plugged into power surge and stuff. There was one time, like maybe 8 months into me starting playing, I bought my guitar interface. Some crazy lightning strike happened, and it messed my interface up like crazy. Like it was so bad I had to return it and get a new one. I was like, man, so I always make sure everything's turned off during lightning storms anymore, because they're crazy around here. All right, this one's for Marvin. Absolutely, Symphony number 40. Let's go. if I didn't tell you, this guitar is still the best. This guitar is still the best out of all of them. This thing just plays like a dream, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this guitar. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got lots of comments here. Let's see what we got. You're welcome, Marvin. There you go, brother. I was talking about a Mongoose. Mongoose BMX. Man, I had a Haro BMX Haro Freestyle. That was the jam, man. That thing was awesome, man. So light. Man, it was fast too, man. HDS, you used to ride that Mongoose. There you go, man. There you go, gratitude. You know? Val said he was just thinking about a Mongoose. I remember some kids had some Mongooses, man. A lot of us had, some had Mongoose, some had Haro. I can't remember that. No one had a Huffy. If you had a Huffy, you was in trouble, man. Chris said he just built a 24, is that 24 inch? Or 24 foot? 24 inch Elf Cruiser. Nice. Val said we used to a lot of jumper ramps. We didn't have any ramps where we were. We had a lot of hills, a lot of really long roads that were downhill. We had a lot of. There was a park that had a bunch of kind of dirt ramps. We used to fly off of that stuff. Again, I'm surprised how any of us survived. Val Kimmer knows Evil Knievel influenced us. It's true. When I was a little kid, I had the Evil Knievel. You know, it was like Evil Knievel on a bike, and you put it on this little stand, and you cranked up this turn, whatever thing on the side, and then you hit a button, and Evil Knievel went flying, and it had like the little black ramps. Man, I played that so much, dude. That's one of my favorite toys ever. I tried to make him fly over all kinds of stuff. Judy remembers. She remember we love those back wheel pegs. Yeah, true that. There you go, Marvin. He just said, yeah, we built ramps to the construction site. Hated us because we stole the wrong. Dang. There you go. Evan said he does the same in tropical storms, even in surf protection. Yeah, true that, man. True that, dude. No good, man. There you go. Marvin says, put the chat on fire. There you go, bro. Chris said he lives 30 minutes from where he attempted to jump Snake River King. Dang, dude. I remember watching that on TV, man, when I was a little kid, man. Every time Evil Knievel did some crazy stunt, man, it was like the biggest thing ever on TV. It was insane, man. Everyone would be watching it. And then you talk about it at school. Did you see Evil Knievel, man? Oh, my God, that was awesome, man. Evan said he had a Bully Piston BMX. There you go, man. 30 years ago. There you go, Nashi Kid. Marvin, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Juji's feeling shred-tastic on that one. There you go. Val says he remember once watching that jump when he was live. Oh, yeah, buddy. Chris Liggett. There you go, bro. Let's see. Man. Gratitude says Mike Tyson just interrupted the 40 with Sasquatch. There you go, man. Chris said that launch ramp's still there. Dang, dude. Yeah, it's like a monument at this point. Gratitude said messed up the tapping, clapping. I know, right? Tapping is clapping. Everybody. I swear to God, man. My buddy, Lawrence Coleman III, man. He's on YouTube here now. He's big on. He's like 500,000 subscribers on TikTok. But yeah, that's what he goes. Tapping is clapping, everyone. That's what he always says. Val said he saw on Pickers a fella had this side from the jump. About 20, I think he got 20K for it. Dang, man. Awesome, Marvin. You're welcome, bro. Aaron knows Renstrom Nation. Absolutely, brother. Thank you, Chris. Gratitude says, yeah, Harold Master Group 2A. There you go, buddy. Evan says, my old Felco snips just keep on trucking. There you go, man. Oh, you Haro. Yeah. I was like, Harold. Yeah, Harold or Haro were nice, dude. Man, they were just like, I don't know if they were made like out of not titanium, but that's some really light metal. Mine was like just straight white. It was beautiful, man. The brakes on it were like the best brakes ever. Like you could just, when you pressed on the front brake, your whole back end would go flying up. So you could do some wild stuff with that, man. Val said most of his bikes were pieces of other bikes. Dang. HGF said others had the GT. Nice. Val says, don't you wish you still had that evil bike rig? I know, right? I've seen them on eBay. They're not too bad price wise, but yeah, I don't think I would play with it as much as I did. I tried a couple times, like that was fun. Evan said he had a Haro shredder. It had an 8-ball stick on it. There you go, man. Gratitude. Pegs were awesome. Yep. Val said Evil was an innovator. Yep. Oliver says you can't beat the $6 million. Dude, I had a $6 million man as well, and it had like the eyeball. You could look through the eyeball, and it was all magnified. That thing was crazy too. I love that thing. I used to love the $6 million man when I was a kid, man. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. That was the best, man. Oh, let's see. Don says, we need a magic 8-ball to give us all the answers. True that, man. Val said he loved that show and Wonder Woman. Yeah. Then you had the $6 million woman. That was crazy. But yeah, Wonder Woman was for a little kid, Wonder Woman was like definitely something to watch when you're a kid. I better tune this guitar while we're talking about it. It's gonna go out of tune a little bit tonight. It probably might go way out of tune. Unfortunately, with Floyd Roses, man, you really have to. You really got to, like, after you put the strings on, you got to stretch them out like crazy. Usually I let them just settle, and usually that takes care of it. Nowadays, I'm finding you got to stretch them out even more on top of that. So we might be tuning up quite a bit tonight. Anyway, hopefully not. We'll see. Because once it's done, it's done. It stays in tune like really, really well. All right, let's see what we got here. Gratitude, yeah, so many people tap that as like a firework fountain. Oh yeah, man. There you go. He said, good old aluminum alloy. Was that it? I don't know if I ever had the gyro. No. I had the first thing I ever had was a big wheel. If you were a kid, you had to have a big wheel. And some kids had that one, the green machine. I never had the green machine, but I had a really cool big wheel. And then, of course, you get some crummy, BMX type bike, and then you get older, and then you get a nice one. I know my first BMX was probably something for like Montgomery Ward or something, like Sears or something. That's a piece of junk, but it got me around. Oh shoot, man! I always forget to hit the live chat. Okay, we're back on that. Oh, let's DJ HDSA. He had a mongoose, but it was a Kuahara one summer when he worked at the bike shop. Nice. Val knows Lindsay was hot. Yeah. Donald James says, "Got to have the Magic 8 Ball always available on your desk, right? Got to have it, man." Or the mods can program a Magic 8 Ball as a Nightbot program. I have to look at that thing. I see Lester uses this thing called Nightbot or something. I don't even know what that is. Val says, Rick should get some Magic 8 Balls and all the answers, all signs point to shred. That's just true. This is true. Osman Ben Ahmad, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Now, there's one thing, though, Gratitude. I don't know if it wasn't called the gyro. It was called the sit and spin. It was very similar. It had a wheel in the middle of it, and you kind of sat on this thing butterfly, and you turn this thing, and it'll spin you around like crazy, man. The old sit and spin. Man, I remember I had one of those too. I get myself crazy dizzy playing with that thing, man. All right, Vivaldi. Oh God, let me see. Don't know if I'm ready for it, but we're gonna try it. If I remember those first notes, we should be good on this. All right, Cold Winter Night, Vivaldi Jam. should have practiced that a little bit. A little shaky at the beginning, but it panned out. It panned out in the end there. That's a hard song, man. I don't know where I came up with that one, or what I was thinking, or why I wanted to. I think I like the melody. I was like, yeah, let's make it metal. You know, I'm always trying to make the next Symphony 40 type of song. But that was hard, man. There's a lot of weird changes in that one. But we got through it. Appreciate you hanging out. It's good to see everybody tonight. All right, let's see. Martin says, do you play the acoustic live too? Yes, indeed, my friend. Yeah, we will be cranking that out a little bit here. Probably won't play as much. I don't have too much... I don't have anything new, but we'll probably about the last 30 minutes we'll do the acoustic stuff or so. There you go. Staros is feeling that. After it's Haros didn't have gyros at first, they had rotors. Same concept. Yeah, I don't remember, man. I just remember my friends had one. I was like, I want one too. And I tried my friends out. I said, this bike is dope, dude. And I go, whatever he had. But it's a Haro Freestyle. That's all I do remember. Haro Freestyle was completely white. That's all I remember, man. I was probably 14 or 15 or something like that. That was a long time ago. That's like 40 years ago. There you go. Gratitude feeling that. Start at Juju's like Vivaldi, yeah. Yeah. I know we should. I can't help it, man. Everyone voted for Calling on Vince that night. Evan said we watched the new Nosferatu movie last night. It was awesome. He actually looked like the Impaler. Was that the? Wait, was the? Oh yeah, with Bill Skarsgård. Yeah, and who else is in it? Lily Rose Depp and someone else. It's pretty good. Yeah, it was all right, man. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing, but it was really good. I like and he did look crazy in that. Yeah, that guy's a great actor. I love that guy. He plays Pennywise in the It movies too. He's cool, man. But yeah, we like Bill Skarsgård. He's really good. There you go, Val. Marvin, there you go, buddy. And now she gets that intro. It's dancing. I know. It's very a club jam. Don said, you remember this track now? Oh, yeah. Juji says, Symphony was always meant to be thrash. I know, right? Now she kids, I love this full classical. Oh, yeah. I got a couple more. I've been trying to get them done. I got a real nice Beethoven one. I got a couple Bach ones. I just cannot get it done, man. Aaron said, where did it take you? I don't know. It takes me all different places. He said, well, this Slack track is gangster. There you go, brother. Ralph's HDS, eat your out, Ralph Macho, right? That's the real stuff there, man. Jedi Master Stray said, winter? Yeah, winter. That's the winter movement from Vivaldi, but I call it cold winter night because I do change some stuff a little bit. I use a lot of the main themes, but I do a little different stuff here and there. Now she gets it. Rick would have won the Crossroads guitar. Yeah, I'd love to go against Steve Vai for fun though, of course. Marvin says, "Did my comment was posted? I don't know my phone with connection error." Yeah. We saw your comment. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna rock some stuff out for it. We'll rock out that acoustic for you for sure. Let's see. If it says gangster, I would say more like regal. That's true, Dan. Yeah, it's a regal gangster. Val, thank you very much, my friend. Nashiket, thank you, buddy. Thank you, gratitude. Osman said, heck yeah. Clear sound as always. Oh, yes, my friend. Donald James says, hi, Brody got a guest on. Yeah, his buddy, Peyton. Yeah, Peyton lives in Nashville, I think. And they're really good friends, man. They're like on the same, they're on the same wavelength, you know. They love that old school rock and metal stuff, man. And they're like, both are like 16 years old or something like that. It's very cool, man. Peyton's a good kid, man. Jedi said big Vivaldi vibes. Love it. There you go, brother. HJ in the house says, what guitars do you currently own? What's your favorite you had? I own 5 of these Jacksons. 4 of them are 1992. One of them is 1993. I've got 3 Charvel Predators from 91. 2 Fender Strats, one with a Floyd, and then I got that Godin behind me, the nylon string classical guitar, and I also have a Epiphone Chet Atkins SST, which is pretty decent. It just plays like garbage right now, but this one's my favorite of all. This purple one. This one plays and sounds like perfect. The other ones they play and sound very good, but something about this particular one is beyond the best, man. The favorite I ever had, though, I don't know, man. Probably one of my first guitars was Charvel. I had 2. I had a Charvel Model 4 that I really loved, and I had a Charvel Model 3DR. That was amazing. Unfortunately, I sold both of them a long time ago. Val said he was thinking about fall today. Yeah, it's getting closer. Today was a nice day for us. It was very cloudy, and it was like in the mid 80s, I think. It was a beautiful day for once. Osman, thank you for that super chat, brother. Always good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the heat's been rough this week. Val says, is Skarsgård the guy in True Blood? That is Alexander Skarsgård, his older brother. Yeah. Yeah, there's like 3 of them. There's like Stellan Skarsgård, who's the father, and he was like, you know, the dude in the Marvel movies. And then you got Alexander, who was in True Blood. Then you got Bill, and I think there's one more after that. The guy, I forgot his first name. Have you ever seen the Green Hornet? Not the Green Hornet, the Green Lantern, with Ryan Reynolds. He was like the villain dude, or the guy that turned into the villain. Judy says, nice Brody Club. Oh yeah, those kids are good, man. Marvin says, I have to look how long I can stay in Germany. It's 3:51, but he's asleep. But I can't sell it. I feel that, brother. It's early Morgan for you, bro. Early Morgan, I know. Germany is about 6 hours ahead of us. Val says, we had a week break, but it's back. Humid as ever. I know, right? Judy said, we had some haze from Canada burning to block some of the sun and made it cooler, but the smoke was harsh. Yeah, I feel that. That's never good. Val says, is the Chet Atkins a hollow body? No, it's not. It's not. It's a thick. It's all one big piece of wood, but it's got like a sound hole in the middle. But it's all electronic. It's a nice guitar, man. I wanted the real one. Unfortunately, the real Gibson Chet Atkins SST is like anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000, and I had a chance when I was in my 20s to buy one for like $800, and I stupidly did not. It is what it is. Marvin said he loved the old school metal. He's 20 years old, but he's stuck to it. He likes Anthrax, Pantera, Black Sabbath, and mind the songs are older than me. Yeah, true that, man. That's nothing wrong with that, Marvin. That's great, man. We love the young people that are listening to the old stuff like that, man. It keeps it alive, keeps it going. That's why we support like our good friend Brody, who's streaming right now. He plays all these old classics, old Ozzy, Black Sabbath, Maiden, all kinds of good stuff, man. HJ said, that's an awesome collection, bro. Thank you, man. He says, Fender Strat with the Floyd sounds like a shredder's dream. Love your playing. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, the Fender Floyd is really nice, but the worst part about it, like, I don't know if you can see, but these Jacksons, the back part is routed out, so I can pull the bar up. The Fender is not routed out, so it only goes down. But it's a pretty nice guitar. It sounds pretty nice. I don't even know where I got it from. I bought it a long time ago, and I sold it to a friend of mine, and then I bought it back from him. I was like, man, I don't know why, but it was a nice guitar. There you go, Val Sinestro. Thank you. Yep, that guy. He's another Skarsgård. Gratitude, new Sinestro. Yeah, that Green Lantern's not a bad movie at all. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's not the greatest. But it was all right. It was worth a watch or two. Nasty Cat says, Rick, how do you feel about true intonation guitars with the squiggly frets? I don't know nothing about that, man. I know a lot of these new guitars are pretty high tech. I don't know, like those Strandbergs or whatever. They got these slanted frets and weird stuff. I don't know nothing about it, man. I've never tried them. I'd like to give it a try. I'm trying to get down to see Tyler or one of these times. He lives about two and a half hours away. So it's kind of a drive. Maybe 3, actually. But yeah, I would like to get over there. I like to jam on one of his guitars, man, just to see what it feels like. Evan said Alan West makes some nice guitars. You know, I never heard of them. Oh, dang. It's always something. Always some new guitar company coming out. I got a friend, Max Carla. He's got a channel here on YouTube called Guitar Max. And he reviews like so many different guitars, man. He's probably got like 150 guitars. And he just keeps reviewing them over and and always something new and cool looking. I'm like, dang, those are cool. I don't know. I like my Jacksons, that's all. Anyway, let's kick out with Requiem. We got a few to go here. We got Requiem, Throne, and we're going to try Voltage again. So let's do Requiem here. And this one was for Veiled, because Veiled was wanting to hear this the other night. So let's go. swear to God, every time I play that song, I leave this world when I play that song. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what I just played. To be honest, there's a couple parts I remember. It was a blur, but man, I don't even know. I don't even know. That's a really crazy song right there. Well, hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. What are we doing? All right, Thrones. All right, let's see if I can nail this one tonight. And, let's see. All right, man. A lot of great comments. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Now, he thinks Steve Vai uses Why Not. Interesting. I have to look at that, man. Val said he's seen those weird frets. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've been, some people just kind of will be like, hey, man, you should try some fan frets with the honey roasted maple neck and this blah, 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 I'm like, stainless steel. I'm like, what are you on about? I don't know nothing about that stuff, bro. Go ahead and send me one. I'll check it out, but no one ever does. I'll stick to my Jacksons. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'd love to try it. I'll try anything. But I think when it comes down to it, if I had my choice, I would just buy Jacksons if I couldn't get them to become a Jackson artist or whatever. I'd just be like, yeah, I don't know. Someone would have to like sit down and build me exactly what I want if some guitar company approached me. Like they'd have to sit down and be like, what exactly do you want, Rick? And I was like, I want this, but you can make it with your own way. Kelly, buenas noches, how you tonight? Nashi Kelly, let's go. Evan says, Google Dark Lord, a black metal band from Australia. Their guitars are at a different level, twin neck. Interesting. So check that out. Jedi Master says, Rick mainly play originals, don't really recognize a lot of songs. Indeed I do, buddy. Everything you hear is original songs, man. Everything. Marvin said, we talking about guitars? He got an old one, Aria Pro 2XX MS. It's his old timer. It's a Michael Schenker signature. Nice, dude, man. Yeah, a lot of great players have we're doing Aria Pro. Yngwie was signed to Aria Pro for a while. And if you ever see the Alcatraz Live 85, at the end, he brings out this Aria Pro Flying V. Pretty crazy. Now she kid knows, all original, all awesome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jedi. Evan says, just the whole universe. I know. Now she kid's feeling them drums. There you go, buddy. Yeah, the new song of the week. I did something different. I'm gonna see how it works. I got a really nice new EQ plugin. And it's pretty popping, man. I'm hoping it worked. I don't know. I had to do things really, really fast tonight when I was getting into like the mixing phase and the mastering phase. We're gonna see if it works. Hopefully it does. And the drums are pretty wild in it. Juji says she loved the Echo Feel this one. Thank you, Juji. HDS says, is this song of the week? No, that's the song of many weeks ago. We're getting there. But yeah, the new song of the week's pretty wild too. All sadly, I don't remember. I didn't even get to play it once, so I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna do. I promise you, I didn't even get to turn my guitar on to try it out. Let's see. Thank you, Jed. I appreciate that, buddy. Evan says, have Vine today on those higher notes are blowing my right ear. I feel you, buddy. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out, man. Evan says, look after your ears, fellow music lovers. Indeed. Judy said, what's that one called? It's called Requiem for the Lost. I think don't we have a shirt for that? Let me see it. I think there's a shirt for that. It's a beautiful shirt, too. I do need to get that. Unfortunately, we keep buying other shirts. I keep buying so many shirts. Yeah, here we go. Requiem for the Lost, man. I'm going to pop that shirt up. If you never saw it, I mean, obviously. But if you want to remember the title, there's a shirt for it. There's a shirt for that, you know. What was that? Remember that one thing? It was like Apple's like, there's an app for that. Rick Renstrom, he got a shirt for that. Somehow, some way. Anyway. Thank you, Nashi Cat. Cushings, he says, keep doing your thing, man. Great tunes. Thank you, brother. Thank you, gratitude. Jedi, thank you. Nashi Cat, he thinks it's called Requiem. Yes, Requiem for the Lost. HDS, thanks, bud. HJ says, making that guitar sing. Absolutely, my friend. HG said, no, that wasn't Requiem. That was Requiem for the Lost, I promise you. Aaron Marin's got here. Sinestro Peter Skarsgård. Yes, but he's not. He's not part of the. Oh, it's Peter Sarsgaard. Are you sure, man? I thought he was, man. I don't know, man. I swear to God, I thought he was. But them other Skarsgård look good. There's some good looking dudes. Peter not the best of the bunch, that's for sure. If he was part of that. Evan says Purr loves those next. Yeah, for sure. There you go, gratitude. Now she gets, oh, that's cute, kind of right. Yeah. Okay, Marvin says yes, it is a flying V. Insane old school sound. And look, my girlfriend says I have to play it in the 80 without my shirt. There you go, man. That's the true 80s style, bro. Nice. Not sure, you didn't remember the full name, no problem. Donald James says Requiem for the Lost sounds like it was inspired by a true tragic story. Maybe so. I don't know. Because subconsciously, it maybe, yeah. I mean, I've all had tragedy in my life, over the years, but it's one of those things, man. If I remember correctly, I got a bunch of new toys for Christmas. This was like one of them post-Christmas toy songs or whatever. And I think I started writing this. I was going. Something like that. I was just making up this little chord progression, real like acoustic-y, It was. My God, this sounds out of tune as heck, man. But yeah, I think that song, I just started off with like a little acoustic part, or a dirty, clean part, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, and then it just started ballooning after that. I just started it's making more and more stuff, adding more stuff to it and coming up with bits and pieces. And it was like, it just ballooned into something. And I was like, wow, this is a crazy song. But yeah, I never know what I'm going to write. I sit down, usually grab the guitar, grab the keyboard, and see what it comes out. It seems what comes up, Oh, man, dude. I should have done these strings a little better tonight, but hey, we'll see what we can go with. All right. Let's see. Okay, HDSA, he was wrong. That was Requiem. Yeah, no worries, bro. Some of these songs don't even have titles, but yeah, some do and some don't. Evan said, it gives you severe, but your drum tracks come out a bit clearer and are louder for the last 2 days in a good way. Yeah, I've been trying to add this EQ, this new EQ I got. I've been trying to go back and change the EQ and stuff on a lot of these songs to kind of open it up. And I haven't had much time to play with it. But some of the stuff has been updated. This new song is completely with this new EQ. And it was sounding pretty good, but like I said, I didn't have a ton of time. He said, it does sound, yeah, it's hence why it's Requiem for the Lost. I think I was just having a real Mozart moment, and trying to feel, I was listening to some Mozart piece. I think on my way to work or something that week, and I was like, man, that was beautiful. And it's not, this is no Mozart. It wasn't copied or borrowed from Mozart. Anything was there. It was super influenced by Mozart, that's for sure. HJ says, Requiem for the Lost, gonna have to remember that one. Real emotion and feeling. Thank you, brother. He says, brilliant. Appreciate that, man. Nashi Kitsa's been in a musically good way, of course, absolutely. Thank you there. Judy wants to hear Dream Warriors. All right. Let me think. Val said, I like hearing your process. I appreciate it. I try, I do have one night, months ago, I wrote an entire song from one riff on stream, and I got the video. I needed to cut it up into a little more enjoyable watch, but it was pretty cool. Jude, you said, always time for fucking Dolkin. Leo Marrera, good to see you, brother. All right, all right, so we'll bypass Thrones of Obsidian for a moment here. And we'll Dream Warriors. See if I remember it. All right, let's see if I remember this. that was not the greatest solo. That was not the greatest. Sorry, George. Sorry, George Lynch. That was not my best, but not too shabby either way. I forget the parts. Some of the stuff, I just need to just play it over and over and over and remember how the heck to play it. Because I never do. Let's see. All right, where we at? Thrones of Obsidian was the one. All right, Throne. There we go. All right, there's that. All right, so y'all saw the Requiem for the Lost shirt. We'll throw up the Thrones of Obsidian shirt because that's the next song here. I can't type Throne. All right, we'll swap that out since we're playing this for real. Whoa, man. All right, let's see. Leo said you like the number 21. There you go, man. Myron says, I have to ask, what is your opinion about German bands and music in general? Which bands do you like? No, or specifically like Rammstein? Yeah. I grew up with so many German bands, man. Like Accept, Halloween. God, man, I'm trying to think of some other old school German bands. Axel Rudy Pell was another great German. My favorite German band of all time, though, my favorite is Primal Fear. Who was another one too? I forgot. Gamma Ray was another. Yeah, I love Gamma Ray too. Kai Hansen's band and Ralph Sheepers. But as Ralph Sheepers, I loved Ralph Sheepers' voice, right? And then I think in '98, I saw an article or an ad for a band called Primal Fear, and it said featuring members of Gamma Ray, and the singer of Gamma Ray. I was like, no way, man! Holy moly! And I got the album, the very first untitled, whatever, just the self-titled Primal Fear album. I'm blown away. It's like I loved listening to that, and I love Ralph's voice. And when I went on tour, this is the crazy part. When I went on tour in Germany, one of the first times, I knew everyone in the band, like I knew their face and I knew their name, and I'm backstage, and here comes this dude. I'm like, hey, you're Tom Noman from Primal Fear, aren't you? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I love you and your band, man. I love you guys, man. And I got to become friends with Tom. And then somewhere else, I was in Switzerland doing a show on tour. And I used to hand out my demos to anyone that would take it. I would hand out my demo CD. And I handed it to a guy who was actually worked for Nuclear Blast. And I was like, dude, I love Nuclear Blast. I love Primal Fears. You're my favorite band on your label. He's like, wow. And he worked there, and he handed this tape, or my CD, to Matt Sinner, the bass player of Primal Fear, on top of this. And then out of nowhere, I'm getting a phone call from Matt Sinner when I get back to Florida. And I'm like, Matt Sinner? Wow, dude. I'm just blown away by all this, And he really tried hard to get me signed to Nuclear Blast. But yeah, I love Primal Fear, and I know many of those, pretty much the whole band, the original band. Only Matt and Ralph are the original members anymore, but yeah, crazy stuff for sure. Nashi Kid says, watching you do a composing stream would be awesome. Yeah, for sure. We did it a while back. I'm going to have to, I do have the video. I just need to edit it, because it's a lot of gaps and stuff. So I haven't had time to, but I'd like to. Jedi says, I really need to write more original music. True that, man. That's the only way, brother. If you're a musician and you want to go somewhere in this world, you got to write your own stuff, man. Playing covers and whatnot is fun, but it won't get you far. But I feel it, man. Evan says it's a destruction for Germany. I believe they are. Rammstein does rock. I do like my Rammstein. They got a great sound. And Tyler Lindemann, that guy's got a crazy voice. Juji says Dokken sounds so sexy. Oh, yeah, Dokken. They were a sexy band. That cover of Under Lock and Key is like, dang. They had the look. They had the best look, I think. That was a great look on that album. Nashi Kid, there you go. Val knows Du hast mich. Juji says she loved German metal. Oh yeah. Let's see. Juji, smack my bitch up. There you go. That's a good one. Who was that? I forgot that. What was the name of the band? I remember that well. Tim Hofstad, what's up, brother? Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, Leo. Evan says Pete from Hypocrisy and Till Lindemann band is awesome. What's I don't even know what that. What up? I don't even know what that is. That could be wild though. Pomsky Pop, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Leo Marmera, he said, I hope someday you use this amazing talent to serve God. Absolutely, buddy. Every single day. HJ says his favorite German has to be Milli Vanilli. Judy said, Rick got me into Primal Fear and Halloween. Heck yeah. Creator? I don't think Creator was from Germany, no. I thought they were from like Los Angeles or something. Jedi says, I always heard good things about Halloween. Got to give them a listen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Halloween went through they were really like, they've always been power metal, but they started off with the vocalist was more like Michael Kiske was the original vocalist, who has this amazing voice, you know, one of the greatest metal voices ever. And then he left the band. I forgot, I don't know why, but then they got a different singer named Andy Darris, who was totally different, but totally awesome still. Check out, oh God, what's the, who is it? I'm sorry. Jedi, check out the album called Time of the Oath. Check out the album Time of the Oath by Halloween. That's one of my favorites. Or that, or Kingdom of the Seven Keys is another one. There's so many. Jedi loves Creator. I used to like Creator back in the day. That drummer at Creator was the sickest drummer I ever heard at the time. There you go, gratitude. Zach G in the house, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I got plenty of them. When we get going on them for sure. Evan knows Ball So Well. That's a classic. That's a one. Gratitude knows right for you, man. Absolutely, man. Even if you don't write the greatest hit song ever, just write for yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Evan says Creator 100% Euro. Are they really? I had no idea, man. Down the Cat was German, right? I don't know. Possibly. Oh, Warlock as well is another great German band. Doro Pesch, another classic. Gratitude, Milli Vanilli, yeah. What's that? Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Yet you know it's true. What is that? They got busted because the tape went, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's. The CD got broke or something. CD started skipping. Dan Donald J says, People of the Lie was one of his favorite creators. I'll have to check it out. Stardust don't like it. You know, Evan says Catatonia. I've heard that name. All right, Marvin said he has to go. Maybe I can hear the acoustic. Marvin, just when this show is over, buddy, it'll be replayed. You can go to my channel and just watch the replay at the end there, for sure. Well, it's always good to see you, and thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, buddy. Val says, Donald, did you get the axe? Oh, yeah, true. Jello in the house. What's up, Jello? He said he's been creative 5 times. Dang, dude. Jello knows I don't need no lip sync, man. I could have sang for Milli Vanilli, dang it. Probably not, though. Those guys were pretty good looking, that's for sure. Anyway. All right, Throne of Obsidian time. Let's see if we can pull this together. not bad. Not my best. Not my best. Not worthy of a full video. Gotta work on a lot of parts. The sad news is I don't play a lot of this stuff all the time. I play like once a week, maybe twice. But that's a fun one. I enjoy that one. All right, Voltage next, and then we'll do the new song of the week. Then, man, I swear to God, man, Saturday is ridiculous with the time flying by. It's already 10:30. I'm like, shoot, man. All right, let's see. A lot of comments are here. We gotta see where we are. Okay, I remember Marvin there. Yo, brother. Don says all Rick needs is a long ass dreads and a tan. There you go, man. I could do a Milli Vanilli tribute act for sure. Blame it on the rain. Man, Gracie said, "What about Bjork? She ain't from Germany. Where's she from? Like Iceland or something? I think, man. She's got a very strange voice. She's like the modern day. What's her face? Who's John Yoko? Bjork sounded like the modern day Yoko Ono to me. Jello said he saw Rastafarian dude today at the gas station with Hell Dress. Yeah, they're out there, man. They're out there. Val said we had two goats in the '80s named Billy Vanilli. There you go. Don said this song sounds so happy-go-lucky, positive. There you go, bro. It's got a nice march vibe to it, you know. It's got the major key, which is not typical of a Rick Renstrom song. A major key, you know. So we had to throw it in there. Give it a little dance, get a little happy dance in there. Oh, let's see. HDS said he's still chasing 25 subs. I need to upload. You got to do it every day, brother. If you look at some of the top creators, they every day, just about, people popping something up every single day, and the shorts feed's where it's at, man. You got to pump them shorts out, man. That helps a lot. It really pushes your stuff out there. And make sure, don't forget, HD, man, a title. Got to have a title. I don't care what it says. But yeah, your last one, I think it said like July 30th or something on it. And make sure you got a title. Always make sure you got a title. It doesn't mean like shredding to the moon or something. It doesn't have to be, anything special, but it's some sort of title. With a guitar or shred, something that has keywords in it, And then make sure you got your hashtags. Hashtag shorts, hashtags guitar, hashtag anything else after that, whatever you want. Always remember that. You got to make sure you do that stuff. Because that will push out there a little further. Val knows, yeah, it takes some time, man. It takes some time. Donald James says, my sister used to make me put on a wig, dance around like Milli Vanilli. That I got old enough, he said, screw you. I feel that. If anyone ever seen the show In Living Color back in the day, it was Damon Wayans and Keenan Ivory Wayans. They did a Milli Vanilli skit, and it was like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, man. Jello says, true, I had second thoughts about leaving an old band due to 17 years of uploads, but it's time to move on. Yeah, sometimes it is, man. Sometimes you got to start fresh. I've started fresh like several times in my life, man. It's from zero again, man. Start from nothing and pump it up, man. Jello said, two names from the dead Kennedys squashed together. There you go. Oh, let's see. Jello said, Jello Biafra and Klaus Florida. Okay, I get it. That makes sense now. Evan's talking about some junket. Not together. That was nice though. Appreciate that. Evan said chunky jelly is what you see in Lycra and probably, man. Starter said Jello is tasty. Strawberry orange is good. I don't know what I like. Grape Jello? Probably grape Jello. I don't remember. Cherry Jello. Is it? I can't remember. Don says, I realize I play a lot of major keys in the backing tracks, plus when I write music. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, you got to switch it up sometimes, for sure. I am, my music inspiration is very dark. So I always write minor keys. Val says, Bjork is a strange chick, to be fair. Pretty strange, yeah. And Val wouldn't date her. Yeah, me neither. I would have never thought of it either. Even if she asked me, I'd be like, I don't know about that. She's a weird looking chick too, man. I don't know. She got some weird mental problems, I think. Don says, Juji's backing tracks in A major. Yeah, did she send you that one, man? I don't even know how to get to it. Wonder if I could put the link here. Yeah, I don't know. Juji's gonna send you the link to that one, that Tsunami of Blood. I don't know. That's what I call it, but it was minor key for sure, man. It was pretty wide open too. Pretty wide open. Jedi said it took me a while to figure out the hashtags. It really does help. Indeed it does, buddy. Indeed it does. Juji said, ever heard of Klaus Nomi? I have not. I'm not. Val said, speaking of dreads, electric. Oh yeah. Eddie Grant, we're going to walk down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. That's a great chant, man. I used to listen to that all day. Yeah, man. Juji's supposed to send you that Tsunami of Blood track. I'm ready to hear it, man. I wasn't mad, but I forgot what night it was. I was like, I had nothing going on, and usually Donald's streaming, and I go to YouTube around the time he streamed. He wasn't streaming. I was like, oh man, no, and there was no one to watch, man. I'm like, man, Donald, you gotta be streaming every day for me, man. Oh man, Evan says I remember Skindred, man. Yeah, I remember Skindred. That was a cool band back in the day. They were heavy. They were real heavy. Let's see. How about this one? My man just popped something off in the chat. Let's see what we got for this, man. Said I didn't love Gary anymore. That's a great tune, man. I got a cut of the Loner I've been working on, like a Loner remake, but man, yet again, I don't have time to finish working on it, man. There's so many things to work on. Sad, man. I need more. Let's see. Val Kimber talking about Terrence Trent D'Arby was at wishing well of crocodile tears. Yeah. Val says she wears a goose dress. That she does. Evan says A minor key must be under 12 decibels. True. All right, is that the one? Was that the one, Juji? There you go. Yeah, Ricky Licks. That was my name. Tsunami of Blood. Man, I couldn't figure out how to download it. I was just gonna like download it and then you put it on like my Google Drive and send it to you, but I couldn't get it going. Couldn't figure it out. Don saying I just had to get more discipline with a tighter schedule. True that, man. Ain't nothing. You know, you do what you need. It was just like pretty much every night I was like flip on YouTube and I'm like doing work and I just had you on in the background. And the one night I needed you weren't there. I'm kidding. Joseph, I wish the chat gave you the option to sub people by clicking on. True that, man. That'd be nice, man. And I got to throw links up there. Only I can, moderators can click on someone's name and go to their site. Nashiketz, I'm so here for Blood Tsunami, true. And that was after you passed that kidney stone. Donald said he listened to Tsunami of Blood right now. There you go, brother. Yep, Juji says Nashiketz has been super supportive. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to roll up in there. As like I said, around that time when Donald's playing, like I'm not super busy. Like something could happen, and sometimes it does. I get a call and I got to jump off, but there you go. There you go, Nashi Kid. True that, Joe. Donald says he got ideas in his head. What do you think? It's pretty cool. It took me like 5 tries to get that down. Like at the first I was like, nah, and I kept telling it to do this, tell it to do that, do this, do this, do that, and finally the fifth try I was like, okay, this is pretty good. This works out. That should be pretty. It sounds pretty cool, man. Evan says Tim Burr's skit comedy about passing Ken, so it made me wet my pants and laugh. That's funny, dude. The only thing that made me laugh so hard lately is when I rewatch my streams in 0.5 speed. It's gotta be the funniest stuff I've ever seen, man. I'm thinking about making a little video of it, just like something. I'm gonna make a video like if you laugh, you restart type of thing. There you go. Val knows Wishing Well. Yeah, that's the one. Val says Terrence was gonna be the next Prince. He could have probably been, man. But one hit wonder. Don says Juji and Nashiket are always there. That's great. Yeah, every time I roll up in, and there's Nashiket and Juji. Juji says, thanks for giving me the mod power to post your link. Absolutely, Juji. You know how we do. Oh, what did I do? Oh, Voltage. Oh, we're going to try Voltage. Man, time is flying tonight, man. All right, we still got to do Voltage, and we still got to do Song of the Week. God, man. And then we'll do a little bit of acoustic. I'm getting hungry, sadly. But let's try Voltage here real quick. man. I don't think I made any mistakes per se. I may not have made the best note choices, in my opinion. But wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Could be better, I think. But we'll see. I'll watch it back and see if it's worthy of a full cut. Oh, man, that's got some crazy stuff going on in there for sure. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. I totally forgot to put the Voltage t-shirt up at that time. Dang it, man. Missed opportunity right there. Could have had a Voltage t-shirt up. We'll put it up anyway. Dang it. Now, I got this shirt right here. I know HDS got this shirt too. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love Dobermans. And this is the coolest metallic Doberman I could ever come up with. Let's see. Val Kimmer knows Juji has the power. And Juji's like, I got the power. There you go. Jello knows, you got the touch. You got the power. That is one of the best scenes ever in that movie. When Marky Mark trying to sing that song. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Juji like, by the power of Grayskull. Absolutely. Now she gets feeling that voltage for sure. Val says, never trust the many faces. He's a two-faced. True that. Thundercats. There you go. Juji knows that was just a straight voltage. There's no volt. There's voltage and there's voltage. Osman, thank you, brother. Nashi Kid, that's my current favorite Rick song. Thank you, man. Thank you, HDS. Juji's feeling the lightning shocks. Val got the fire. Appreciate that. Nashi Kid says, I love everything about this song. It's classical but still badass. Thank you, my friend. HDS says, neoclassical shred your face off. Goodness, feeling it. Yeah, I like that one. It's a fun one to play. Jello says, always in the mood for some good neoclassical. Get ready for the next one, man. This thing's way crazy, man. The song of the week's like out of control, I think. I think I bit off much more than I could chew. I don't even know what I'm going to do here. Nashi Cat, thanks, buddy. Juji said, I'm so glad I found her. We're so glad you found us. Thank you, Juji. Jello, there you go, brother. Thank you, man. HDS said, Gen X is the last generation to know what life was like before the internet and social media. Maybe. I mean, yeah, we barely had internet when I was in my mid-teens. I had an Apple IIe, and I had a modem. It was like a 400 baud rate modem, and it would take like 20 minutes to download the grainiest picture you could ever see in your life. It was ridiculous. Nashi Cat knows this is what the internet was made for, right? Thanks, gratitude. Val says, Rick, are you perfectionist too? Absolutely, buddy. 100%, man. It's plagued me for a long time in my life, you know. But a lot of, like, when I'm doing this stuff here, you know, like usually when I write songs, you know, or I'll sit there and I'll perfect the song before I ever do anything, you know, before anyone ever hears it. But nowadays it's like, you know what, you guys can hear the journey of where I take the song, you know, because I kind of have a blank. I always start with a blank slate and I build it up, and then I start adding stuff, and I start kind of listening and playing stuff and see what fits and see what doesn't fit. And you know, so a lot of these songs, some of these songs have been perfected. I've gotten all the parts down, a lot, but 80% not even close yet, probably still. But I appreciate it, man. You know that. Don saying though, this one is fun for me to play along to, even though I know how to play it. I feel you, man. It's a good one, man. It's got a nice beat. I like the beat. Jello said he was born in '88. Didn't even have social media until MySpace. Dang, man. Yeah, I mean, I remember MySpace. I had like 20,000 friends on MySpace or something. And I had like a whole, like my top 8 was like some of the biggest people in the world. I was like, I don't know what the heck. I was like, how am I friends with these people? This is so cool. Nashi Ketsa, he admires my perfection. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. HD says, Voltage and Stormrider. There you go. There you go. He got both the shirts he got. Nice. And Judy said, total workhorse. I try. I wish I had more time to work the old horse. I need that extra 8 hours. Donald James said he got the throne shirt. That's what I'm talking about. Donald said he was watching Lester for the first time yesterday. He was trying to learn Miles of Machine about Loomis. Yeah, dude. Lester's insane. Lester's amazing. Amazing player, dude. And he will learn. He's on his kick right now. You know, he's doing the TikTok thing, and people are challenging him to do stuff. And I don't think there's any challenge he can't take. I don't think there's none. But I was watching a little bit of that, man. I was like, I was like, I'm afraid to hear what this sounds like sped up. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Lester's the man. Nashikhet says, as a millennial, I have a vague memory as a child without internet. I feel that. Val said he didn't know internet till 25. Dang. Yeah, I don't know. I got AOL, and I think I remember getting AOL in like 93. I bought a computer from like Montgomery Ward's. It was like a 486-66, something like that. I like got a Montgomery Ward credit card and bought this computer, and I got AOL. Yeah, it was rough, man. It was rough. HD said he got his first dial-up in Windows XP in his house when he was 28. Dang, the dial-up, man. If you know that sound, you know that sound, man. Donald James said hey, he's not a perfectionist. He thinks he shows his playing. Yeah, you get there, man. You get there. I mean, once you start getting going and you have your own song, you want something to sound right, you will beat yourself up to get it the way you want it, man. I yell at myself often. Stardust hears me. She could tell you about it. Jello said he had internet 95, but it was just used for cheat codes and videos. True. Val says, I feel you, Rick. It takes me 2 to 3 weeks to write a song and I rewrite it many, many times during the span. I feel that, man. A lot of these new songs I wrote under 2 hours. Maybe a couple are a little longer than that, but yeah, tonight's song, it took me an hour and a half just to get the first section done, and that started coming together. Zach said, I appreciate the consistent quality of streams. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that, brother. HD said we had a Commodore 64 when he was little. Later on Windows 95. Yeah, I remember. I never had that. All I had was an Apple IIe. And I knew this kid. I had a paper route, and this kid on my paper route had a Commodore. He had a real cool racing game on it, too. I was checking that out. AP says, love watching you playing your tunes are killer. Thank you, AP. Appreciate that. Juji says, Lester enjoys a wide variety of music. Yeah, Lester's very schooled. He knows his stuff, man. Commodore floppy disk or tape. Oh, man. I grew up in the era of floppies. When I was real young, my dad bought a TRS-80 or whatever, the Radio Shack computer. And that had like tapes, like audio tapes or whatever. It like had a tape recorder, you put the tape in, and that's how it loaded up games and stuff. That was weird, man. HD said, yeah, right, 3.5 floppy, those big old things, man. Man, I had the big old floppies in, and they got the smaller ones. Used to have like boxes of these floppies everywhere. Yeah, man. Loomis and Lester, insane. Yeah, but Jeff Loomis, I've known for a long time, man. He actually contacted me. I've said this before. He contacted me a long time ago, like it's to see what was up. I was like, wow, dude. Man, he's amazing, dude. Yeah, his playing's only gotten better. And that first Nevermore album, he was 19 years old. And that's got some of the sickest stuff on there you ever hear on the guitar. Let's see. Oh, HD said he got the Voltage Storm Rider t-shirts. He got Until the Bitter End and Fire Within mug. Dang, dude, that's awesome, bro. We don't drink too much stuff out of mugs. You know, I drink out of cans or bottles. And we get plastic cups because I'll have some chocolate milk or some milk with my cookies. But I just throw that in a plastic cup. I don't like to do dishes neither. Val said my first PC was probably when I was 5. It was a Timex. Dang, a Timex computer. Wow, I never heard of that, man. Gratitude said he just started playing. I recorded all raw, unrehearsed while I remember the song I wrote. I'll put some songs that are a good version. There you go, man. HD said, I remember when brainless Bill Gates Windows XP's mad your back. Yeah, that was bad, man. And Windows XP was a good one. I used to use that. I didn't want to leave Windows XP for a long time. Jill says, whoa, 19 did not. Yeah, he was a young kid, man. He was a young kid, and he killed it, man. Donald James said he wants some socks with this logo. We might be able to pull that together, man. Might be able to pull it together. Gratitude says Jeff Loomis he is, buddy. If you go look up Diablo Guitars here on YouTube, Diablo Guitars, it's a real high class guitar store in Washington, and it's actually one of the guitar players from Queens, previous guitar players from Queensryche, Parker. He helps run the store. and he gets Jeff Loomis to come in and demo these guitars, mostly like classic Jacksons and Charvels and stuff. And man, they're cool to watch, man. Jeff just throws it down, man. Yeah, Evan, yeah, I've heard. I knew Timex, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. But I never heard no computer. Timex computer, that's crazy, dude. Man, hang on a second. I don't have to play this. I need to just listen to this real quick here. Okay, G minor there. Okay. Sorry, you're gonna get a sneak preview of some of this stuff here. I gotta remember these keys, man. Let's see what key this is. I got it. I think I got it. All right, so yeah, this is the song of the week. 080925. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do here. I have no idea. All right, let's. It could be a disaster, or something might come of it. We'll see. Anyway, once again, 080925. Let's do this. we'll play it tomorrow night again. There's gonna be some good ideas there. Some good ideas. Some weird stuff too. Not bad, right? There it is. New song of the week. Gotta love it, man. Always something, man. That took me a full 2 hours to put all that together. Like I just kept coming with more and more ideas. All right, start us. She said something here. Copy that. We got you covered. We'll find them socks for you. We'll see what they got. You want black socks or white socks or what color do you want, man? We gotta make sure. Gracie said, okay, Diablo guitar. Yeah, check them out, man. It's a really cool channel. They got their guitars are expensive. Like we're talking $2,000+ for probably just about any guitar they got. But they are usually the rarest Jacksons and Charvels, and any guitar they have is like usually super rare. And super clean. All right, Sarah says socks. She'll check. Now she kept feeling that. Now she has a catchy name. And he said, that sounds great. Yeah, it's a question. I changed a lot of the EQing on this one. Did it sound different-ish? Wider? I don't know. I'll have to listen to it, of course. Well, all I heard was, Harry! I didn't hear nothing. But yeah, Stardust said she would make a few designs. She could hook it up. There you go. Gratitude's feeling that. Juji got some rainbow skull socks. There you go. Juji's feeling that. Juji, Nashiket, HD, 080925, you know. Nashiket, I just realized the name after the dates. Yeah, that's how we do it, buddy. I write so much stuff, I just write it as a date. Nashiket, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah. That was awesome. I literally had the one idea, the early, like. That's all I had. That's the only idea I have, that one little part. That one little part turned into that whole song. If you can believe it. That's how I do it, man. Judy said, yes, the ones with no name. Thanks, Nashiket. HC says, whoever asked for Bachers just don't know you're going too far. I know, right? Let's see. CT's feeling that one. There you go, buddy. But also, I love hanging with the creative folk. Absolutely. Judy said you should probably sell the little short shorts and the cutoffs. Hey, you never know. I do have 8.9% of my audience is females, so you never know. I don't know. We throw it up there. All right, Don wants some silver and black. You know how we do, brother. Raider Nation. We tied that game. We 0-0. I don't know. We don't even have we're not 0-1 or 1-0. We just 0-0 still. That's funny. We'll take a look. Judy says definitely black socks. All right. Anti's got the information. Okay, Ricky Tikki Tavi is a short story in the Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. All right, I remember that. Yeah, I remember having a book, man. I remember having a little book when I was a little kid, man, because I had the word Ricky in it. My mom called me Ricky, when I was a little kid. So I remember anything that had Ricky in it, man, my mom would probably give it to me. What's that other one? Ricky Tikki Tombo. That's what I remember. Ricky Tikki Tombo. I don't even know what that is. All right, we got a little bit of time left. Oh, one quick thing. I want to try something. Where is this at? Let me make a new track here, right? Where is it? I'll put a new track right here. I'll show you something real quick. All right, actually, let me turn on I'll turn on my computer thing, my screen, so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, so a new track. All right, new track. I'm gonna put the type of bias. Now, anyone that's got a Spark, you can check this out. Now, let me see. That's positive grid. Man, I hope they don't make me sign in, dang it. All right, so I have bias amp, which is basically, this is like the engine of a Spark Mini or whatever. Is this a bias? I don't even know what my password is, man. Let's see if it loads up. I haven't used this in like ages. Okay, bias works. Don't make me sign in, man. You bastards, man. I will skip the login because I got this on my thing. Shoot, man. Custom. Do I even have this anymore? I don't know. Where's my stuff? Oh, you know what? I gotta download my own thing. All right, I might have to cover this up for a second while I put my login in. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna type my login in. Shoot. God dang, it's always making me log into stuff, man. I don't even know what my login is anymore. All right, uno momento, por favor. We're gonna log in, because I know HD got a Spark, and some other people in this world have Spark amps. God dang, man. Apple and their password changes, man. Positive. I think this is it. That cannot be it. All right, that's cool. All right, let me type in my password right quick here. All right, log me in. You suck, man. Oh my God. Oh, I'm stupid, man. Freaking caps locks, man. I left the caps locks on. Okay. All right. Let me turn this back on so you can see what I'm doing here. All right. Spark. So I need to go to the tone cloud. And if I type in Malmsteen, I have to download my own file here. Let me see what this is. All right. So here you go. So if anyone's got a Spark amp or uses bias, just go to the tone cloud, type in Malmsteen, look for this one, Rick Renstrom. I'm gonna download that, and I'll put it under custom. There we go. Amp download custom. All right. HDS said he downloaded, said it was pretty good. I don't remember. I don't remember how good it was. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna go to custom Malmsteen RR. All right, there you go. So this was so I got this on my phone, my iPad and phone. That's the tone you're gonna get right there. I think. No, probably not. All right. No, that was my tone. All right, let's try that again. Let's turn on the bias tone. A little low. I actually have to turn this up. So let's turn this up to 3.3 like the others. Not the worst tone, but yeah, it needs to be boosted for sure on my jam. I think it sounds pretty good out of a speaker cabinet. Let me add this into it real quick. Ripping though, yeah. HD was right. That's pretty ripping. It's definitely not set up for mine. You can hear it. Here's the. There's my amplitude sound, but for the bias, that's not bad. It probably sounds really smoking through a speaker cabinet. I don't have it set up for what I do, but there you go. There's the bias. So if you got a Spark, download that and check it out for a good shredding tone. All right, we got to do the. Oh, I better turn this down, man. You don't need this noise. The old acoustic switchover time. Oh man. All right, acoustic jams. Of course, probably play a couple on this thing tonight. We had a big lunch, but man, I am getting really hungry. gonna be time for a meatball hot pocket tonight, man. All right, let's see. I suppose we could try that. We could try a new song again. I'll try it on acoustic. How about that? Oh, I forgot. We got to turn this off. All right, we'll try that new song again and give me some ideas on acoustic. It'd probably be interesting. Let's see. I'm thinking that's going to be tough. Whatever. We're going to play it. We're going to try it. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, we're going to rip through some comments real quick. Got a few of them here. Let's see. Juji knows. Ricky, don't lose my number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Yeah, my aunt used to play that song for me constantly. I loved it. Evan says, I freaking hate logins. I know, bro. I hate when they don't keep you logged in, but I haven't used that in a long time. Val says, do I have a Spark? Let me look. Check it out. Yeah, there you go. Gratitude. Chris Simpson out says, first time chatting. Glad I caught a stream here for the writing process. Sounds cool. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we're gonna listen to this new one again, but yeah, usually I literally start with like one very slight idea. Like tonight's song, I start off with this one. Just this one little in the back. I was like gun 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 gun, and that's all I started with. And it just balloons into that. There you go. Now she get cue the intermission music. I need that. I should start playing the Benny Hill theme during that. That would be funny. Juji says, who wants popcorn? I know, right? Evan says, I do, but my teeth don't. Yeah, I know. I don't eat popcorn too much. Caramel corn, though. I'm getting some caramel and cheese corn. Or whatever, like, that's pretty good. But straight up popcorn, I'm not into straight up popcorn. I feel that gratitude. I'm very harsh to myself. Not kidding. This is interesting, though. Seriously, true that, man. Evan says, good idea, GG. I might do some popcorn. There you go. Popcorn butter. I know, right? I thought you already found it, HD. You said you found that one and the you had some other one you found. It was like, funny enough, yeah. HD said he rattled off this patch, and I'm like, what is that? And there's a Positive Grid made an app before that called Jam Up, and I made a bunch of patches on that and uploaded them. So he said he found that one too. I was like, dang, man. Judy says, rip it in the weekend. There you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, gratitude knows caramel corn. There used to be a place in the mall when I was a kid, and I think it was caramel corn with a K, like caramel and then corn with the K. Man, it was good. It was so good. Donald J says, Rick, did you do a mukbang video? Heck no, man. I can't eat like that. They eat some weird squid stuff, man. There you go, Chris. Ready for that acoustic. And Judy says, there you go. ASMR mukbang. Oh, God. No, thank you. Val said, I thought y'all hated Kenny Loggins. No, I don't. Kenny was on top of the world back in the 80s, man. That guy wrote like hit after hit after hit after hit, man. I remember the first Kenny Loggins I heard was probably that I'm all right, nobody worry about me. When Caddyshack came out, man, that was like the jam, dude. HD said, no, I found your profile. I never found the Malmsteen one. Really? Shoot, yeah, I remember you found something. It was like some RRDDD or something. I can't remember, man. But yeah, just look up. You can find that that Malmsteen RR, man. You saw it. I popped it up right. Just typed in Malmsteen, just like that. There you go, Don. Highway to the danger zone. All right, let's disagree. This is gonna be really wild. We'll try it, man. Who cares? I don't care. It's the fast parts that's gonna get me. those fast parts. I might have to creatively play something instead of those. We'll give it a shot. Why not, man? Why not? All right, new song again. Let's do it.
Pretty wild for acoustic, that's for sure. Crazy enough. Better with electric, that one. Better with electric for sure. But hey, you know, we got to give things a try. You know, you never know. Give me some more ideas for sure. Hope you like that one. That was a pretty wild and wacky for a shout. What else we got cooking in? We're still talking about some popcorns up in here. All right, let's see. Okay, HD said RR triple D. Yeah, yeah. I was like, where did you find that? I'm like, I had to sit there and think, and then there was an app on my phone, and I was like, oops, hold up. I forgot we gotta turn this off. And there's an app on my phone called Jam Up, the original thing that started off the Spark amps and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, there it is, RRDDD. I'm like, shoot, that sounds pretty good too, man. I'll have to find that one as well. Judy said there isn't any Kenny where Loggins wasn't. It's true. Every movie, like he had the biggest hit movie, Caddyshack, Footloose, Top Gun. I mean, even he did a song for that. What was that? Over the Top with Stallone, man. Was that Meet Me Halfway Across the Sky or whatever the heck, man? Sick. Let's. Gratitude said Kenny Loggins is the DJ for Los Santos Rock Radio. Man, I don't know. I don't listen to that. I listen to that rap. I usually listen to the rap radio because like it's got some dope beats. But Stardust hated when I was listening to it. They turned it off. I just started turning it off or just trying to listen to something. But so the rock radio station on GTA was like, it was mid to me. Cheddar Corn. Yeah, Cheddar Corn's pretty dope. Gratitude says Loggins GTA stations on YouTube with commercials. Interesting. Those commercials are the best though. Gloria's in the house. She said, everyone, I apologize for being late. Work late. No problem, Gloria. It's always great to see you there. Working late sucks, but I know how it goes. Juji Maestro, thank you so much. Let's see. Evan said he likes some smoked cheese on it. There you go, man. Osman says, awesome, Rick. Thanks for the great sound. We all appreciate you. Thank you, Osman. Thank you, buddy. Juji's talking about some good old smoked Gouda. Oh. Stardust wants that Gouda with crackers and red wine. Now, there you have it. I don't know. Just give me some easy cheese and some crackers. I'll go with that. Evan says Parmesan and Vegemite scrolls. I never heard of that one, man. Judy said, I don't think Rick thought that he'd be playing his fingers to the bone on his nylon while people were chatting about different cheeses tonight. You know how it goes. At the end of the streams, at the end of the Saturday night streams, the conversation goes left. Could go anywhere. Usually food. Well, you know, we're fine with that. HD said, I did. I typed it several this way. And he went back to your profile. Said, what the heck, man? Huh. I'll have to try it again, man. It's almost like I want to like go on your computer and do it and look for you. I don't know. Donald James knows Stouffer Swedish meal, but man, no, you gotta get the what was that? What did I get started us? Marie Callender. Marie Callender got the Swedish meatball jam on point, Donald. If you like Swedish meatballs, Marie Callender, look her up, man. It's good. I like it. That's the one I get. Gloria says she worked late so she could be off tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, sometimes, you know, you got to take the bad with the good. I feel that. Roman Polkowski, what's up, brother? He said CL was watching. Good to see you, my man. All right, Anti got it again. Ricky Tikki Tavi is a short story in the Jungle Book by Vincent Mongoose. Man, what was that? I don't know, man. I got to look it up. I mean, I remember Ricky Tikki Tavi. I do. But there was some other one, Ricky Tikki Tombo or something, I think. I don't know. I could be tripping. This was when I was like probably 5, 6, 7 years old. I was very, very young. My memories of my ultra childhood are very, very dim at this point in my life. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. All right. I know there's two antis. Anti on delay. His comments on like, you got the delay. It's like, and there's another comment thereafter. I don't know if I could try Incarnatus. No, I can't do Incarnatus. What was the other one? There was another one. What's this? Oh, that's a ballad Aaron always likes. Let me see what this is. I could try Apocalyptic on here. Oh yeah, let's try. Did I try that before? I don't remember. No, let's try it. Who cares? Let's see what Apocalyptic sounds like. That's a crazy one. I'm popping off with these crazy ones tonight. Let's see. All right, we'll try one more. Oh, it's 11:30 already. Oh shoot, man. Oh god. Let me try and find one more quick one here. What's another one? What we do? Oh man, so many songs. So many songs that I can't play on here. What did I? Oh yeah, I'll try this one. Where is that? We'll do one more. I haven't played this in a while. Pages. All right, let's see. Maybe I did. I don't remember. We'll give it a shot. But that was crazy. That was a little too crazy. Some of these songs are too crazy for acoustic. We try. Let's see. Down Jay says Marie Callender's Swedish got the better meatballs, but I like Stover. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's weird. I like the sauce better on the Marie Callender's. I remember that I tried the Stofers. I was like, I don't know, wasn't feeling it, man. But the problem with Marie Callender's, they'll screw you up, dog. They'll give you they're supposed to give you 5 meatballs. Sometimes you only get 4. That makes me mad. I want my 5 meatballs, dang it. Gratitude knows what's up. It's great to be together with kindred spirits. Absolutely, my friend. Star said, it's sad that 86 degrees is considered cooler now. Yeah, right. So much cooler. Roman says, you got to do some theme entrance songs for sports. That would be dope, dude. I'd love to do that. Mel Mark says, what's been the cover riffs you've done? I haven't done one. Not one, man. Not one at all. Surprisingly. Juji says, and then Juji comes over with a cover riff. Revolution calling, you. I'd have to listen to that, Juji. Maybe next week I'll listen to it and then I will play it. I'm sure I can. Metal Mark said he in Spain with that song. There you go, brother. That's how it is, man. Evan said, yeah, I heard the boys wants to go on a scooter. There you go. Scoot it up. Now she kept feeling that. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Gloria. Silvery Squid in the house. He's not sure if he'll be streaming when I get home, but have a good night. Oh, it's Dylan. Oh, what's up, Dylan? He said he changed his name yesterday. No problem, buddy. All right, we'll have to remember that. I got so many names to remember. All right, brother. Good to see you. No problem. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday or tomorrow night, of course. If you miss us tonight. There you go, Juji. Thank you, Nashiket. Appreciate that. Nashiket, I'm gonna head. Thank you so much for playing, Rick, and have a good meal. Thank you, brother. Take care. We'll see you. We'll see you again, man. All right, let's see. All right, well, one last quick one. All right, let's give this a go. This one this has the title, Pages Left Unturned. Unbelievable.
Pages left unturned. That's a really old one there. What's a nice one? Got a lot of hope and feeling in that one for sure. All right, that's gonna do it tonight. We're gonna read these comments, see what's cooking here, and then we is out, man. I am hungry as heck. Let's see. Bell Mark knows. 4 meatballs, not 5. I was robbed. I was very close to contacting Marie Calendar and complaining because they probably maybe send me a hookup. And Stardust knows he really does get flustered over 4 meatballs. It's so funny. It's not that it's funny. It's that 4 meatballs for me is fine, but I like to give a meatball to our puppy because the puppy liked the meatball too, So when it's 4, then I only get 3. When it's 5, I get 4. It's a trade-off, man. So when they mess me up, man, I'll get you. I know, but it is funny. Yes, it is funny. You don't want to mess. You don't mess with the wrath of my customer service. Oh shoot, I always forget to turn this off. Let me turn that guitar mic off. Anyway, but yeah, I could, I've been yelled at. I used to do customer service, customer care in my younger days, man, and I got yelled at a lot, man. So I know how people yell. I can yell just as loud, and if not louder. You get me on that phone and mess me up, man. I'm gonna go haywire. I almost went haywire on the Domino's people the other week or so ago. I was like, it's just 2025, right? And GPS is pretty freaking accurate, man. GPS is pretty dang accurate nowadays. And this fool, man, he was across the street. I'm like, what the F are you doing, dude? I called down. I was like, what is going on with this dude, man? I'm watching his GPS. He's on the other side of the street. He's been driving around for 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm about to get wild or something. And the lady's like, we'll take care of it, sir. And then literally within a minute, my door knocks with the pizza. And then it was like the worst. I had the worst pizza ever. I was like, man, y'all forgot to put the sauce on my stuff, man. I was not happy. Anyway, Judy says, she would get very upset. She gets excited when she sees 1 or 2 extra pierogies in the box. Now, there you go. Mel Mark looking at meatball emoji, and Juji says she did a workaround meatball. There you go. Juji said, "Give me 5, or you won't take me alive." I know. There you go, Mark. That's pretty meatballish. Thank you, Val. Gratitude. There you go, buddy. Down there's a puppy. Wait, what? Where? Puppy. I bet you if we had a YouTube channel for this puppy, it'd probably get millions of views. But no. She's shy. Val says Rick's gonna write the Marie County. You screwed me over on a meatball song. I could do it, man. I could go. Look, I got over 100,000 people across all social media, and I could really rip on Marie Calendar, man. Y'all gotta take care of me, man. I'd never do that. Mel Mark says it's raining spaghetti with a chance of meatballs. Spaghetti's something I haven't had in a while. I'd love to. Yep, Stardust got you there, Don. Yeah, she's the best. She's a good doggy, good one. So I always hook it up, man. I'm the food guy around here, if you didn't know. Every time I get close, she's like, food. I'm like, no food. Yeah, Juji knows. There you go, Gloria. We've been getting into seeing dachshunds lately. Like, I've been watching these dachshund videos. And I had a dachshund when I was a little kid. When I was growing up, we had a dachshund. Man, I was like, we watch these funny dachshund videos. I'm like, man, and then one of our favorite Formula One drivers has a dachshund. We're like, man, we want a dachshund one day, man. I want a dachshund. I want a mini pin. I want a Doberman. I want a German Shepherd puppy. I want everything. We want a bunch of dogs. One day, when I'm rich and famous, we'll have a ton of animals probably. You watch. Then we'll do videos like Rick Renstrom Animal House. Metal Mark says, when did you write on the calendar to write Marie Calendar? I know, right? I have not yet, but we do have a calendar here. Stardust does the writing on the calendar. I just look at it and go, oh, yeah. Metal Mark says, Wiener Dog Race is sponsored by Oscar Mayer. Man, we were watching something today. It was the what was it? The National Dog Jumping
I don't know, National Dog Jumping Championship, and they got these dogs, and they like have a toy, and they'll like hold the dog, and they'll get the dog all excited, and they'll throw this toy out in this pool, and these dogs are jumping like 30 feet out. It's like, what the heck? That's so fun to watch. The best is when they do the slow-mos. It's like the best when they do the slow-mos. And the dog's just like, trying to catch the thing. It's classic. Val said he had a Dobby and a white German Shepherd who's also 9%. Dang, that's sweet, man. Yeah, we had a neighbor that had a German Shepherd when I was a kid, and that dog was awesome too. Donald James said had the puppy since it was a puppy. Pretty much, yeah. So she's a big baby. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, that's enough for me, y'all. I got to crank down this Hot Pocket before I fall over. And then it's ice cream time after that. But, everyone's, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's always a nice night on Saturday. Saturdays are the best, honestly. It's a lot more chill, wide open space, do whatever we want. So I thank you for hanging with me. We shall be back tomorrow night. That's Sunday, August the 10th at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll probably rehash a lot of the same songs we played tonight, but we never know what we do. If I get a chance, Juji, I'll listen to Revolution Calling tomorrow afternoon and try and figure that riff out. I skipped it again. What did I skip? What are you talking about? I skipped nothing, man. Am I supposed to do something? I ain't seen your last comment since Ricky Ticky Tavi, man. What I skip? Tell me what I skipped. That gonna make me look up this Ricky Ticky Tumbo again. I don't know. What did I skip? I skipped nothing, man. You know how I roll. I get every comment. I get so many comments, I get them all. I have to go backwards sometimes to look at the comments. Man, shoot. Oh, what? And it starts with he did? I heard him mention it. What did I mention? I don't know anymore. My brain don't work right now, man. I know John said after we found out which script, I want to know, man. Oh, the Ricky Ticky. No, I saw it twice. Ricky Ticky Tavi by Rudyard Kipling from the Jungle Book. Yeah, I seen the comment twice. I said it twice. I did. Now I'm gonna have to write a song called Ricky Ticky Tavi. Next song, Ricky Ticky Tavi. Mark said? Mark said Testament musical deaths for Acoustic. I never heard that one, man. I never totally got into it. Whatever, practice what you preach. I remember listening to that eons ago, man. But yeah, the Testament was the jam. Absolutely gratitude. Thank you too, bro. Good to see you. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get out of here, man, before I fall over. But thanks again, everybody, for hanging with me. We'll be back again, yes, tomorrow, Sunday night at 9 p.m. for another shred session. And hope to see y'all there. And beyond that, I want y'all to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. I want you to take care of each other, because that's all we got. And what's up, Tino? How you doing tonight, brother? We just heading out, my friend. But thanks for stopping in. Don't forget tomorrow. But I'll check y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are at in the world. And we shall see you on Sunday.